Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Saturday Night with Twisted Koi and guests. I'm probably lagging like a son of a bitch right at this moment in time, but I don't know what I'm going to be able to do about it. It's not going to be a long one because one, I got a raging headache. Two, I've got to be up in the morning because Simon from Up North Koi Pond is coming down. Have I frozen?
No, you good.
No.
Oh, right. So, yeah, Simon reached out to me today from Up North Koi Pond, and after a couple of conversations, I then get a phone call saying, I'm coming down tomorrow, and I'll send you some photos. And yeah, he has stripped his old filtro drum, and he's coming down tomorrow
Legend.
to see if we can get my drum up and running. So, like I said to these guys, it's not going to be a long one this evening because one, I'm fighting a raging headache, and two, like I say, I woke up in the morning and ready for sight. But I just wanted to touch base with everyone after last weekend and say again a massive thank you to everyone. You know, and this time round, I just some stuff you just couldn't write it. You really couldn't. I had, in fact, it was Simon that said to me, you need to use a torque wrench. So I went round my mate Vince, got a torque wrench, we set it all up, torque wrenched it up. 3 times I had to undo that bolt because I'd taken it apart, I put it back together again, and then come today, after leaving it yesterday, I didn't touch it at all yesterday. I just couldn't go near it. So I goes down there this morning after I've been shopping with my mum. Puts the old torque wrench madoobry in the right direction. Goes to undo it and went ting. So yeah, it was quite a considerable kick in the nuts, you know. So onwards and upwards. Simon's coming down in the morning, and hopefully we will get it sorted because it wasn't so bad when I could actually run the drum, even though I wasn't running the drum. I could still bypass it. It wasn't a problem, but you can't bypass it. Well, it's got one hole in the back. It's got another 6 holes round it for the motor to mount onto. And yeah, I'm going to have to empty it before Simon gets here in the morning because slide valve lets by ever so slightly. So water running out the back. So,
but at least you've still got a skimmer to help it. I mean, at least you've still got another filter system.
And I think I'm in all honesty, I'm glad I built it the way I did now because at least my bio is being kept alive, albeit at a slower flow. And did you instruction? No, I haven't seen it. Mate, when sorry, I did those jobs at work, but when they're working, they're absolutely great. But at the same time, in the drum's defence, you know, it was second hand and it didn't have an easy life down at the Forest Koi Farm, let's put it that way. So, so you
well, don't forget, You got two to make one, didn't you? So
It's like running a 200,000 mile car, isn't it? Or
You know what I mean? You've got to expect these things when you run things from second hand. But you know, I don't think there's anything else, touch wood, that can actually go wrong with it now. I think I've managed to managed to get the UV working. So, and that really did tickle me. It really did when I'm
bulb helps lit.
fucking around with ballasts and stuff. It was working when I give it to you.
he's the legend himself now.
Did you know that the last has to go a certain way round in order to... There was only one way it could go. To be honest, mate, it's with what's going to be running through that hole. It is neither in nor there in the big scheme of things. And for the sake of sticking the host pipe on for a 5-10 minutes, it's nothing in the grand scheme of things in that respect. All right, mate.
He'll be back up and running by 10 o'clock.
Mate, I've sterilised the long block tank today, so all the filters are sterilised, but I am not going to be doing anything whatsoever with that until after the national. And there is thoughts going on up here in the longevity of the long block tank. Let's say, but that's completely different. It's a completely different topic for a completely different day. That one, but yeah, it might just be the way I'm feeling at the moment. But yeah, I think there might be some changes at Twisted Towers in the horizon. Oh, mate. Raphael from Crazy for Calling Goldfish is battling a leak at the moment. Yeah, this is true, Susan, and they do say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Some will say it's just fucking character building, suck it up, buttercup. You know, there's only so many times that you can beat your head against a brick wall without creating the red mark. But anyway, that aside, how's your pod this week been, Craig?
Good. I had to get my Tancho out. Well, there was Tancho that fell to poo. He'd got a dead scale, so I pulled that out. It was all swollen on his side, so I pulled the scale out, treated it. It's all gone down. It's just a bit of redness now, which it's improving. But all the others are looking good. The water's looking good, so I'm on a winner at the minute. It's going to take time.
Sweet.
Yeah,
they're all on the menu now then.
Yeah, and the water quality is loads better than it was. Now I've slowed the pumps down. I was pushing far too much water through because I'd got the combi and everything's going through the combi. I couldn't bypass off the drum to speed up over the shower or anything. Everything's gone through the combi. So I've slowed everything right down now, and it's working a treat. The water's never been as good. Yeah.
Oh mate, I'm so happy for you because you were on a bit of a downward spiral at one point, weren't you?
Oh yeah, proper, yeah. And that was because my filter wasn't mature. I was lamping too much food in. I was lamping too much water through the pond, and it was a mixture of all them. And now I've backed up on the food, and I've slowed the pumps down, and everything else. It's loads better, and they're not smashing each other to get food either now. So not putting
So
the knocks and the bumps.
the decision to slow the pumps down, was that before or after Perky's visit?
It was after Perky's visit, when I was having a rethink on where I wanted to be with it. I was told to speed him up to get the muck out of the first chamber, and that's not a done thing, obviously.
Yeah.
And now, to be fair, there's not that much muck in the first chamber. Now I've got my skimmer line going through there as well.
Yeah.
So, and you're going to get some. It's a fish toilet at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, definitely. I tell you what though, I cleaned the drum for the umpteenth time, emptied it out of water and whatnot. I found my first set of koi teeth in this filter, so it's broken its koi teeth cherry.
You'll be able to take that drum apart in your sleep.
Oh mate,
You'll be an expert. Next time anything goes wrong, you'll know straight away.
well, I think I've now perfected the art of getting that drum bit out without taking the drum out of situ.
Yeah.
And it's surprising how flexible that bit of rubber that forms the seal at the front is.
Yeah.
How we doing, dude?
You good, Aaron?
Good, mate.
How
You?
we doing, Aaron? Is it
Good,
me
really?
or something go slow?
No,
You're looking
it's
a bit-
good.
You're looking a bit red there, Aaron.
Yeah, I've been sat in the sun all afternoon. I literally got in, cold shower, and came on here. So yeah, but it's
Or was that?
it's
Was
our
that to
only
sober
day of
up?
summer, isn't it, today?
It's what, sorry?
It was our only day of summer.
We've had rain, we have. Absolutely melted it down. I went out
We
to
had
the
a couple of
Lambretta
light
earlier and I got
showers, but it was
soaked.
when it wasn't raining, it was like proper sun. So yeah, it's nice.
He almost took fucking sledgehammer.
I missed the start, Vince, and all I've seen so far is his short where it had the drum motor in bits. So do you want to fill me in on what's going on there?
Well, basically, mate, I come off that line with the drum motor going round, and I was on cloud 9. I then get everything back in situ, gets everything hooked up. I pulls the slide valve, fills up, looks round, and there's water running down the end of the drum. After taking it apart, putting it back together, taking it apart again, and then putting it back together a couple of times, by which time I was mightily pissed. I left. And then I spoke to Nigel the following morning, and we had a long chat, and he said, "Did you do this?" And I said, "I did that one." And then I took it apart. He said, "Did you do this?" I said, "I did that too." And then had to take it apart. He said, but did you then? And I said, I did this one and this one and this one. He said, mate, you have tried everything I would have suggested. And I'm at a loss. And I was like, exactly how I felt. So I left it. Didn't touch it at all Friday because I just couldn't go near it. Went down there this morning, put the torque wrench in the right direction. I went to put a tiniest little bit of force on that torque wrench to undo it, and it went ting, and then I lost the spindle nut and the spindle in one go.
But you talked it to the specification of what it was. Well,
Mate. So what you
and
did
that was the
miss
only one in the UK, was it, as well?
More than likely, yes.
Yeah.
You just might walk in luck. But after a couple of phone conversations with Simon from up North Coipon, he has since now stripped out his old Filtro drum. And he is coming down tomorrow with a...
Sorry. Matt from Howie Coy is sending me messages. I'm not going to repeat it because it's not even for your channel, Vince. But Matthew, grow up. How rude, Matthew.
Confused now.
Yeah, bad news
No,
then,
I'm
mate.
confused.
Vince, you're exceedingly
Yeah.
quiet tonight, and your microphone's like crackly. I thought it was Scraggs
That would
outside
probably
of
be
there,
because
but
I've
he's
got...
muted.
Well, I thought the same, so I muted mine just in case
Yeah,
it was
no,
mine.
Oh, it was the same when
Yeah.
we were in the backstage. It was just me and Vince. I'm looking about like that. I'm covering my mic and everything, but it was him.
Has it stopped?
Don't give him any more bad luck.
Right there. Yeah, I think it has.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, at first I thought it was Scraggs, and then I clicked on to see that he'd had his. No wonder you sound like you're in a wind tunnel.
It's hotter than Hades up here at the moment.
You should be used to in and out all the polytunnels, Vince.
Mate. Yeah, there's only so much water that the body can leak out, George.
I'd have to get in that lake to cool off. I would if I was working on that farm.
Mate, honestly, the temperatures that it gets up to in them polytunnels is unfathomable. Honest to God, Rick went into Hatchery Pond 2 to clean his pressure filter. Mate, he wasn't even in there 5 minutes and it was pouring off of him.
That's good.
That's a long old drive for Simon, isn't it? That.
It's mate, it is.
That's got to be 2. It's got to be 4.5 hours.
It's 3.5, 4 hours at least.
Where's that from?
Chesterfield, I think he is.
It'll take us 4 hours to get to the National from Marga.
Well, I'm about 6 to the National.
Oh. Gosh, you are.
You want to fly, George?
It's cheaper to drive, actually. I looked at that last year.
Yeah.
I can't get a flight into Birmingham, so we've got no choice.
What about a train?
£250 I want a ticket, no chance.
It's
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
That was last year. So it's cheaper staying in a hotel and driving down, making a weekend of it, than it is doing it
Yeah.
up.
I suppose you've got a bit more flexibility to what you actually bring back from the show as well if you drive yourself, haven't you? If you want to
Yep.
bring a lot of stuff back, then you're geared up, aren't you?
Yep. Then no having to wait on I need to leave at this time or whatever to get a train.
National.
What's that? 10 hours? Have they moved Wales? Oh, no hours for me. I'm not going. Sorry. I thought it was 10 hours, I was going to say.
Oh dear.
These are the times where you should be doing car shares when you've got to travel so far. Do a car share with people, innit?
A couple of folk up here, they only want to get in for the one day. They don't want to spend a weekend. So
I think Andy's Koi Puddle, when he come down to the Newark show last year, I think he broke down and it took him umpteen hours to get there because he kept breaking down or something. He had
Well,
a
he was going to come down with me and he was going to stay over, but he's on holiday this year, so he can't even make the national.
Is that just by lowering your float switch? Ah, Jigsy, gutted, brother. So I'm waiting for Aaron to come back to me in the comments.
Oh, sorry. This Aaron, I'll make that. Right, Aaron. Yeah, I was reading that as well, to be fair, mate.
It's about 2 hours for us. I can't look McCoy in the eyes. They keep asking for food. Oh, yeah, tell me about it. And I got to admit, that is one of the hardest things I've found about showing my koi, and that is the week leading up, and they're all wanting food, and you just can't give it to them. Literally, just can't give it to them. It's a kicker.
As you say, especially if Betty's looking for a whole scoop to herself.
Mate, and she's not even going this year.
Did you not understand that? How do you think it's going to be when I've got George with a pint in his hand and Ross from Ireland and me speaking to each other? Our last just had no idea what you said then, George.
No. Wait till Ross kicks in with a drink in him.
Put the subtitles up.
God.
So how's the base then, Aaron?
Good, mate. I've kept it wet the majority today just to stop it cracking. And I had a text message from Mike saying you fancy laying some blocks tomorrow, but I just can't get the sand, and I ain't going to B&Q. I'm paying the price for a load of bags of sand from them. It'll cost me like 6 times more than what it would be if I waited. So
You're cheaper buying it loose.
yeah, well, Jamie down the street, I just drive to the it's called Ash Court in Hull, and you just they weigh your van when you go in, and they just tipper it onto the back of a tipper, drive it out. It cost about 20 quid, I think it is, rather than 55 quid for a bag delivered. So yeah, it's miles cheaper. And then I thought, you know what? I'll go buy enough for him to do the corners, get the corners done. Man, this guy's a professional bricklayer. He said he'd be able to do the block work in 2 days. So why am I going out and spending a load of money on sand to set the corners when he'll just set the corners and crack on? He reckons I won't be able to keep up with him.
That's a challenge.
God, and I had that said to me on Friday, George, when the lads came, and obviously the heat outside, even at 8 in the morning, was the cement was going off so fast. It had that, what's it called now? What they put in there? They put it in the cement to stop it going off.
Plasticizer.
A retardant into it to stop it going off real fast.
Plasticizer. You can use fairy liquid. Fairy liquid does the same thing. It just keeps it supple.
I'm on about in the actual base.
All right.
Yeah, they put it in the cement because he said he didn't want it getting stuck in that corkscrew thing on the end of his cement truck. So they put it in it, and even at that, it was a proper wet mix, and you could see how fast it was going off. It was unreal. But yeah, it was good. We managed to move all of the cement in just over an hour, and within 2 hours of the lads getting here, it was done. Like done, floated.
Everyone else.
So for me, I was probably like I honestly had in my head that not enough people's going to turn up. It's going to be me and my dad in the hottest day of the year, and it's just going to be so hard to hard to do. And obviously, I've got to bear in mind that my dad's an old man as well. Like I can't expect him to run like these lads that were moving barrows were running with barrows, knowing how quick it was going off. I couldn't expect my old man to be doing that. So
it's when they came and did mine, they brought the mixer on, they dropped it off, and they were gone within 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So I'm there having to work all that out myself as well.
Yeah, so this one want a mixer that dropped it off. The mixer on the street. So the mixer, you'll see in the video on Monday, has like 3 massive big compartments, and you'll pay for what you use. So I could have had 6 cube or 40. It can do whatever you want it to do. You tell him out.
The same one I had, the big Jaeger. It just whatever I needed out it, I paid for what I needed.
Yeah. So and the good thing with that is that all you have is what's in like this conveyor belt on the back. That's the only bit. So he said, listen, lads, it's mega hot. If you do need a break, we can clear that and you can have a break. But the lads that I had working with me do it for a living. And they didn't even stop for a drink, man. They were running with barrows of cement. And I thought the wheelbarrow that I had was heavy and full. And halfway through, my mate down the street, Jamie, he passed me his wheelbarrow and got in and raked and tamped my dad. And his wheelbarrow's got like a big, it's like a plastic bathtub on a wheelbarrow, and that holds double than what mine did, and it nearly pulled my shoulders out of joint when I lifted it. There's a part in the video where I end up in the cement over the edge, right? And I just couldn't stop it. There's nothing I could do, and I'm then trying to rive it out, and people just stood watching me like, "That's your mess, mate. You've got in with that."
Clean that up, right?
Yeah. But to be fair, like the way that it does it, like I've done cementing before where I've had a cement trunk drop it off and they've put it on a tarp. Right. This was like just right over at barrel level. And he pulled the lever, it came out, stopped the lever. There was no mess. Absolutely no mess. Really, really good. I had it in my head that it was going to cost me, that it was going to cost me more money than what it did, and that it was going to be not going to be saying a lot harder graft, but it was going to be a lot more cleaning up work afterwards, and it wasn't like so. When I come to do my filter shed base now, I'm now contemplating it, not mixing it myself, and just getting this guy back because I reckon the size of that I'd be able to do. I wouldn't need a team of people like what I had here because I'll be able to wooden frame that one and just screen it myself.
Mhm.
But,
And plus, you've not got any excess. So, like, if you ordered so much and you've got half a ton left, where are you going to put that, or where are you going to get rid of this or that? You've got nothing of that to worry about.
We kept one wheelbarrow. So the lads in the hall said, Aaron, this is definitely enough. And I said to the guy, give me one more wheelbarrow just in case. And I had a few places in the garden where I needed a bit. We just dug a load of bamboo out. It was starting to track towards the pond. We found a few roots going the wrong way. So where it was underneath the pergola before, me and Nikki spent last weekend digging that out. I think Craig messaged me, you digging today? And then he was putting, that's not you digging, it's your lass that's doing all the digging. And we grafted digging that bamboo out. It was so hard to do. I'm glad I've done it though, because it had really started to run its roots. So
bamboo, if you don't keep it contained in a plant pot, it just spreads and spreads and spreads and spreads.
So we've managed to get that out, but where we've dug it out, like the flower bed, now there's nothing stopping the mud going either way. So I just use the cement along the inside of that. Someone will fill it up, it just doesn't run out. So it was pretty handy to have a bit left over, but I've just tipped it on where the filter shed's going to be the rest of it, and I'll let it go off and break it up and get rid like. But do you know what? It'll be nice to get that massive pile of blocks from in front of my bar and tidy that area up, so I've actually got somewhere to go out and sit, like this afternoon, sit in the sun, because every area has just got piles of koi pond stuff in it. It's just like I am going to need this, so that can go there. Now I've got piles of stuff everywhere. StreamYard keeps kicking me out. What else? 1 minute, Vince is just...
He's had a rough old week, hasn't he, Vince? Problems.
It has the half.
I messaged him earlier. I says, are you cancelling the live? And he said, my head's not in the right place. I says, well, you've got to do what's right mentally. Your health's
And then
more important.
sometimes just talking it through can help him, you know what I mean? Instead of sitting there with all bottled up, Craig, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that call from Simon's gave him a boost, to be fair, because he was at his wit's end, wasn't he, with it?
Man, it's hard, isn't it? And, you know, the drum filters are amazing, but you can't beat a Nexus, can you? There's literally nothing that can go wrong with them.
No.
It's just there's no moving parts, is there? Like, yeah, you can get a broken airline and stuff like that, but the structure's the structure. That's why I liked that that guy's filter I went to see. It's just like a proper old-fashioned multi-bay that he built himself. Yeah.
Unless you've got the parts on the shelf, you're in in the poo if it goes down, isn't it?
You are. Do you know what amazes me with that though? Like the amount of people that said, "Oh, get a drum. It's so easy to get parts." Don't start, Rob. I can't handle. I don't need my hand breaking. Yeah, it just worries me a bit that, but all you seem to see on YouTube now is people having bother with bottom drain lids or drum filters breaking.
Bottom drain lids.
There's not a week that goes by that there's not like a 50-year-old man in speedos in a koi pond. Is there? No one wants to see that on the internet, but
It's entertainment. I mean, I just cleaned my filters yesterday, and I had to clean them again tonight when I came home. All the blanket weeds just filling up the Easy Pod because I've got the salt in for. I'm trying to get the salt out of the pond now for having it way up at 0.6. Just catching that kohaku before it got dropsy. So
Susan. We need to do a calendar for Susan at Christmas. Men in the speedos.
she'd probably buy the whole box.
Vince's have just sent me a message to ask to apologise to people. He's just having a bit of bother. I'm just trying to bring him in as a guest rather than an admin because my PC can be both. So I've signed in as that now. I'm trying to bring him in as a guest, and then I can bring comments up and stuff like that. So let's see if we can pull him back in.
It might just need to put 50 pence in the internet meter.
It's not his internet, mate.
Well, StreamYard went down the other week, didn't it? Because GKP was cancelled because it went down
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
I don't use StreamYard, to be fair, when me and Ty do it. I don't like it. I don't think it's as flexible as some of the other programs you can use. Right, while we're seeing what's going on here, let's see what people have got to say in the comments.
How's your fish healing up, Craig?
Yeah, they're doing good. As I say, I had to get a tancho out. It got like a lump on its side. When I got it out, it got a dead scale. I removed the dead scale, treated it, sealed it, put it back in. Next morning, all the swelling had gone down, and it's just got a red mark now, which it's healing. My Shiro, that's doing well now. It's still red, but after removing them other 4 scales, that's calmed down now.
See, I've got a few just flicking off the glass as if they're irritated with something just under the pet.
Yeah.
I've even scraped there and did this, and there's nothing on them there. So I just not got a clue what's going on.
Have you got anybody local who can do a scrape? Because you might be, no disrespect, but you might be missing it.
Well, I had my friend down last weekend, and he scraped nearly every fish in the pond apart from the kohaku, and there was nothing on them whatsoever. He went in and did the microscope in case I'd missed something.
Yeah.
And
because it's not easy to miss it.
Nothing on them.
Phil and myself scraped, but Phil myself was assisting with a scrape a couple of weeks back, and Phil couldn't see. But me and this other guy, straight away, we could see through the scope. It was like a rave going on, but Phil couldn't see. So a separate set of eyes might see something.
No, been there, did that. So I don't know what it is, unless I just not happy with something, but I can't put my finger on it.
Have you tested for chlorine, George?
No, not yet.
Do you know when when it starts getting warm, a lot of water boards up the chlorine because they know the amount that they'll be using is a load, and normal consumption of reservoirs gets depleted, so they have to process water faster, and quite often not chlorine, chloramines end up getting put in at a higher level. I know it was mentioned on Dave's video that he put out, was it last night on Friday night, about that and about this time of year. It's you can get a lot of bother with it, so it might be worth having a look, having a look at that.
Yeah, because usually when I top back up, it goes through a 3-stage filter anyway, so hopefully it tries to take it out, you know what I mean? So maybe it's not taking enough out.
If you've tried everything else, it's worth giving that a try. See if there is some
It is.
chlorine in it.
Dino, lad, how we doing, mate?
Class. You digging a pond again yet, Dino?
Dino, I'm not bringing that comment up, mate.
I've just read that. Scrags is in for a good time at the National.
What?
I was feeding my cow the other day.
He's a legend, man. Cracks me up, Dino, dude.
At the National, he shouted at me right down, "I've got you some glue."
Oh, he photo bombed us, didn't he? Do you remember?
Oh, what a legend! Yeah.
Yeah. Class.
Right. I'm just going to mute. I'm going to try and ring Vince and see what the crack is. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, so George, it might be worth you checking your chlorine then.
Chlorine. I'll do that. I'll do that. It's the only thing I can think of. Well, I don't think of it. It's only there's nothing else there. No more. Didn't I scrape another one or two of them tomorrow just to double check, but there's not much I can really do because I've got salt in the pond. Just try to bring the salt in from the Kohaku who've been recovering from drops here, so that's just gradually coming down.
Have you cleared the dropsy, have you?
I just, it was a couple of weeks, 3-4 weeks back, I caught it. It was all right in the morning. Then when I came in for work, I just seen the back end just starting as if it was starting to pine cone.
Yeah.
So I phoned somebody. So I had to whack the salt up to about 3.6 and put what's that? Is it aquaflavin?
Yeah.
Into the pond. Keep that in the pond for over a week, and it seemed to have helped it. But I just caught. It looks like I just caught it right. So.
Yeah.
So we're just gradually weaning it off the pond off the salt.
Yeah.
So.
Are all the other fish are okay? Apart from
they're fine, mate.
occasional.
It was just part for that one.
Yeah.
But so it's just annoying because they're all just, some of them are just as if they've got an itch somewhere, but they can't put it to it.
You panic, didn't you? Well, I do. I panic now when I see anything. I'm panicking. But it is getting a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was trying time. As I was saying earlier, it was just a mixture of everything, really, and I think it just roll it back,
Too much.
Start from scratch. Yeah. I just want to increase the feed, but I'm frightened to at the minute until I get back on track.
That's it. You probably see that probably middle of August or something. You probably be able to start upping it just a wee touch.
Yeah.
Touch wood. He's having a chance to settle down, didn't it?
Yeah.
See you later, Dino, mate.
See you
Hope
now.
you're well,
See you later,
killer.
Dino. You're going down to the National for both days, Craig?
Yeah. Myself and the bread knife will go on the Saturday, and then I'll probably go on my own on the Sunday. Yeah.
We're going down on the Friday for the show on the Saturday this year. And we'll stay till about lunchtime on the Sunday. Then we'll head back up the road. So, but last year we came down on the Saturday and spent all day on the Sunday. So just to see what the different atmosphere is.
That's what we're doing. Friday night, hotel, all day Saturday till it closes. Sunday till to see who's won what, and then we'll be in the road at dinner time to get back home. So,
people go on the Saturday to get the cream of the fish, and then they go on the Sunday to get the bargains because they start selling stuff off, don't they? Because they don't want to take it back with them. That's what you find.
But even going around the stalls on the Sunday last year, there didn't seem to be much bargains to be had compared to if you look online at the prices. There wasn't much of a difference.
No.
So
there's a few bits that I could do to acquire if they're at the right price, but I'll wait and see what the going rate is there first. I've already got a few screenshots on how much they are for me to pick up locally. So if oops, my bad. Here he is.
Hey.
Oh,
So
sorry.
Vince.
Fucking head exploded.
right, guys, that's us.
I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Maybe I should just have not bothered to start with.
Shit happens, Vince. Don't worry about it.
So I
Sorry
do
about my language.
apologise,
Sorry.
everyone. And yeah,
Phil.
I'd like to thank everyone I'd like to thank everyone for joining me tonight, even though I've not been at my best. I'd like to thank everyone for their support. I'd like to thank everyone for sorting this out for me to be able to come on and close things, because my tablet has decided to take a huge steam. So, guys and girls, hopefully there'll be a video tomorrow with some better news. But right at this moment in time, I'm going to go and take some more painkillers because my head seems like I've got a Irish band of drumming dwarfs in there at the moment. So I know Aaron can finish the live off from his end, and thanks a lot, everyone.
Have a good
Cheers,
one,
guys.
Vince.
He's like that.